Monday, March 19th, 2018. Thanks for tuning in, guys. In today's agenda for today's video, I've got some deals for you. I've got some update news, some carrier news, then I've got a leak of the day, and then a stat of the day. So I'm going to get started with some deals for you guys. For those of you looking to get a Google Pixel 2 XL, if it's been on your mind and you've been thinking about it, Google will give you a reason to make that purchase. So as of right now, they'll give you $200 off the Google Pixel 2 XL if you finance the phone. So the way this is going to work is for a $200 credit, it would take 2 months of billing to receive that $200 credit. You'll also get a free 18-watt USB-C charger. This is basically the stock fast rapid charger that comes with the phone, so you get a secondary charger. The offer is good through March 31st. Basically what it does is it makes the phone's cost $850, brings it down to $650. So the device payments would go from $35 a month to about $30 a month, considering the credit. The credit does qualify as long as your credit's good enough and good standing. You would receive 0% interest-free financing on the device. After you receive the credits, after those two billing cycles, you can go ahead and pay off the phone completely. Let me know in the comment section below if this is a compelling enough deal for you. If you were considering the phone, is this enough for you to pull the trigger? So that one from Google. If you're looking for a dual SIM Galaxy Note 8, eBay does have this device for $699. That does bring it down $200 off the current listing. I believe this is for the international model, so this is not the Snapdragon 835 variant. This will get you the Exynos 8895 chip. You'll have to check the LT compatibility on that if it works with your carrier. I'm not sure exactly. So, if you're considering that phone, make sure you look at that. That's an important thing to check out. And Sprint lease deal. They're doing a lease one, get one on the S9 or S9 Plus. So basically, you'll lease an S9 or S9 Plus at regular price, and then the second device lease will be free of device cost. So if it's the S9 you choose, you'd be paying $33 a month for the first phone over 18-month term. And then after that 18-month term, you could finish the last six payments and own the phone or get into something new after you turn that device in. The S9 Plus will cost you $38 per month, and then you would get the second one free of charge. You will have to activate a new line in this case and one upgrade. So the credits start after two billing cycles. If you're interested, that deal is there for you also. And if you're thinking of buying the S9 or S9 Plus, there are a couple of bundle deals that Samsung is doing. They've got the Power Bundle, which is valued at $49. That's what they're charging. It'll get you a car charger, a wireless charging stand, and a battery pack. If you're to buy all these separate, it would save you $170. The second deal, the Ultimate Play Bundle, costs $99. It gets you the Gear VR headset, the wireless charging stand, and the Gear Icon X wireless earbuds. Those, I guess, would cost $400 if you were to purchase all of them separate. So you would get that for $99. This is completely separate from the promos from carriers, so you can add those as well if you purchase from a store. I know T-Mobile's doing a $300 trade-in and a 50% off deal on these devices, so definitely check into that if you're interested in that. Anybody that has an S8 or S8 Plus, you should now be receiving your Android Oreo update. I don't know if it's 8.0 or 8.1 or 8.1.0 or 8.0.1.1 or whatever it is. I don't even know what they're calling it anymore. You should be getting Oreo whether you're on T-Mobile, Sprint, or Verizon. Absent from this list is the AT&T variant. I don't know what AT&T is doing, resting on their laurels, but this device is a year old. Oreo's been out for Pixel devices and a few other phones for a while now. So the beta testing has been completed, and those updates should be rolling out to people soon. Definitely check the update button on your phone to see if you'll be getting that. Some T-Mobile news. For those of you that hate pre-installed carrier apps, I know I do. Sometimes we call these carrier apps or bloatware. Apparently, Deutsche Telekom is giving subscribers an option to opt out of these apps from day one of purchasing a device from them. This is Android specific because, of course, Apple iOS devices don't have this issue. During the setup process of your Android device, you basically just select the apps that you want to be installed. And they're also apparently going to have firmware or AKA software updates. They'll be provided by manufacturers. No carrier involvement, no roadblocks, no secondary, procedures where they have to, screen and test and all of that. So basically, carriers are getting out of the way in this case. This has always been an Android problem. it's good to see them doing this. The updates, has always been an inconsistency issue with Androids. This is not announced for T-Mobile, but it is something that I'll go ahead and speculate could potentially be the next Un-carrier move from T-Mobile. I'd love to see it. I know if the parent company's doing it, T-Mobile's definitely fair game. So let me know if you're excited to hear about that and potentially seeing it with T-Mobile. Moving on to Verizon. So yesterday's video, I did a little bit about RCS messaging, and a couple of the companies that I hadn't really heard word from was from Verizon and AT&T. Now Verizon is still mum and silent. They kind of have like avoided the question and refused to answer and provide any details on RCS. But AT&T claims that they have been using advanced messaging, which is RCS, in all the Samsungs and LGs that they sell from their devices list on their website and through their carrier stores. I haven't really received any direct details on full-scale utilization from all Android devices, but they say they've been using it since 2015. I'll let you guys know if I find any more information from AT&T, but still nothing yet from Verizon. So as of right now, most of it is going to be coming from Sprint and T-Mobile. And the leak of the day right here on the screen, you guys can see it. That is the supposed iPhone XSE or iPhone SE2 or whatever they're going to decide to call it. You could definitely see that these renders show that it does have an iPhone X inspired design. Supposedly it won't have a home button. It'll be gesture based, Face ID. Will have that stupid notch. It will be missing the 3mm headphone jack. You're probably going to see a similar aluminum chassis of the original SE or the iPhone 5, 5S devices. This device will probably be smaller, won't have a big footprint. I'll go ahead and speculate that this device probably won't have a dual rear camera setup. So it wouldn't make sense to have it. It's number one, it's a small device. The iPhone 8, doesn't have a dual rear camera setup and it's bigger. And also you got to consider that they need additional RAM. They got to upgrade from 2 gigs of RAM to 3 gigs of RAM to have those dual cameras according to Apple. So they want to keep this device probably in the entry level, probably around $500. The current SE price I think is $350, which is very affordable. The newer devices, we've seen the iPhone 10, exceeding $1,000. I would be surprised if this thing actually was $500. I'd say it'd probably be closer to the $600 mark. But I'll tell you what, if it looks like this, if it's maybe a 5-inch footprint and we're getting a full-size display like that, and it's going to be a small, one-handed device, I think a lot of people are into that. Not everybody wants a huge, enormous phone that's difficult to handle with one hand. So let me know if you guys think this is a worthy upgrade to the SE or if you'd be interested in buying this phone. And the last thing, the stat of the day, there are now 100,000 payphones remaining in the U.S. That is right. There are 100,000 of these. I actually thought this was kind of a high number. In the U.S. in 1999, there were about 2 million payphones. This puts it at about 5% of those are left. Apparently, there's 1,100 companies that find it profitable to still have these up and running in areas where there's no cell phone coverage, no towers, within close range. You never know when you might use it. So if you got some change, you need to make a call, and maybe you have, spotty coverage in a certain area, you might have to fall back on an actual landline. God forbid that ever has to happen. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Ding the notification bell to get notifications whenever I upload new content. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.